Good morning, Internet Calculus 1 students. Welcome to the spring 2021 semester. And my name is Robert DiGiovanni. I'll be the instructor for the course. And this is an orientation video just to get you acquainted with how the course is going to work, what my expectations are, and hopefully I can cover everything. And if you have any other additional questions, you can contact me. So first of all, I'm at the Northwest Vista Maine website, and I just want to show you how you log into our course. So you go to menu here, ACES login. I'm assuming you know how to do this already. And once you get in here, you go to your courses, make sure you're looking at spring 2021, and then find your course. So you can see here, we are the Calculus 1. There we go. So Cal 1 section 22. So here's our main, what we call the Canvas page. And let me switch this over to a student. Well, before I go to student view, let me show you, first of all, how we will communicate in this class. All communication has to be officially done through this interface. Do not send me emails from your Gmail account or Yahoo account. Everything has to be documented through here. So you have an inbox here on the side. If you click on that, you'll have your inbox over here. If it has a blue dot, it means you haven't checked it. And anything I want to send to you, I'm going to send through here. All right, now if you want to compose an email, you go here, select your course, in this case, this class, then you can pick me out of here, and then you can send me whatever you need to send me, and then you can attach something. You'll be sending things with attachments perhaps, so you can send me an attachment there. So that's our inbox. That's how we communicate. And now let me take you back to the main page, and let's go to student view. Where's student view? It used to be here. Student view. Okay, there we go. So this is what it should look like for you without the pinkish stuff here. So this is what you're going to see when you come into our course. And I'm going to kind of go through things here. This is the main page. And what we have here on the main page is a link to Webassign. This is where you will go to do homework. And there's a class key. You've got to go get enrolled and registered in that, and I'll explain that. Then we have the orientation video, which you're watching right now, in case you need to go back and watch it. The schedule, which shows what we're going to be doing throughout the entire semester, when things are due. Formula sheets. And then very important, your course videos and class lecture videos. And then also your homework solution videos. So I will explain all of that, but this main page has pretty much everything you need to do your work in the class. So let me just kind of explain how this course is going to work. You're going to have a schedule. Okay, let me open up the schedule here. And I would just download it. Let me download it. There we go. And then I'll go back to the home page. So I've downloaded the schedule. Let me bring this up. So what the schedule has on it is what assignment is due and what it is. So you have this homework syllabus confirmation. It's a homework assignment. It's due on the 21st by about midnight. And you can see each of your assignments are due. Now these are homework assignments that you're going to do on a website called Webassign. So let's just get to the material. You have, let's say, these first two are just kind of preliminary things just to make sure you know what you're doing. But let's say we're going to be doing section 1.1. All right, so here's how you'll do it. You've got your schedule, you know what you need to do. You go to course videos first. Okay, so course videos, it's a YouTube channel, and you'll see here I have a video for chapter 1, section 1. That's 1-1. So this is a 16-minute video. And these course videos, let me mute this real quick. Yeah, mute it here. And I will apologize ahead of time. Audio on some of these is a little bit rough, okay? Had some problems with my microphone when I made those. So these videos are just like an introduction to the topics. So here's 1-1, here are the topics I'm going to be covering in the video. And I go through and I use some software where I do little animations and things like that. So you're gonna watch this video first to kind of give you an idea of what 1.1 is about, the important definitions, the important theorems. So after you watch this video, Okay, the next thing you'll want to do is go to your what are called class lecture videos. So these videos are different, and here's the first video is actually 1.1 and 1.2. It's actually covering 2 sections, and you click on this, and what this is this is me in a class from actually a few years ago where I recorded myself writing on a tablet and going through actual examples and going through in detail problems. So you'll watch this video, and that will give you more of the content and showing you how to do the problems. And once you finish watching that video, now you're ready to go online and do the homework. So there's 2 sets of videos you need to watch: the course videos, which give you an introduction, the class videos, which actually go through a bunch of problems worked out, and then you go to your homework. So to go to your homework, what you do is go to Webassign, and I'll show you how to enroll in this in a second. Don't know why it's not letting me in here. No. Not sure why it's not remembering my login here. Yes, I want to say that. Okay, so I will show you how to do all this in a little while, but I'm trying to get you to get a feel for how the course is going to work. So ignore what you're seeing here. Let me go to your class. Just ignore this for a second. Okay, so when you come in here, you're going to see a page that looks something like this. And it'll list out your assignments here. And very important, don't use this communication. Don't communicate with me through this system, because all communication needs to be done through Canvas. So you're really just here to do your homework, all right? And then there's a couple of online exams you have to do. So this is what your page will look like. Now, right now, it's not going to show any assignments because the semester hasn't started, so the system is not showing anything. So I have to close this view in order to show you the assignment. So you would go to 1.1 assignment, and we're just going to view that assignment. And here's what it will look like. So you'll have the question. In this question, there's, I don't want to show the solutions right now. Okay, so here's the question. It's a yes or no. Here is a fill in the blank. And then sometimes, let me see, none of these seem to have them. Let me see. Yeah, anytime you click to put an answer in here, it brings up a little palette where you can do fractions and square roots and different symbols. So you'll put your answer in here. Now, as you're working through these, you're going to get multiple tries at these homework problems. You get, I think I have it set for 5 tries before it will reset and give you a new problem. The whole idea is that this is practice, and you should do well on these. I'm not trying to see like, will you get it right in the first 2 tries? I want you to keep trying until you understand the concept. So you do these problems to the best of your ability. On some of these problems, there's a read it where it will actually bring up the textbook that we're using. Now, you don't have to purchase anything, and I'll get to that again in a minute, but it brings up an interactive textbook here where you can read about what it is the problem you're doing. Okay, sometimes there's a watch it button where it'll bring up a video. Now that video is not done by me, it's done by the publisher of the book, but there's video help there. And then you just do your best to work through these problems. Now, if you are having any trouble with these problems, let's go back to our main Canvas page again. I have the homework solutions for the Webassign. So you click on that, it's another YouTube channel that I have, playlist, I should say. And if you look at homework 1.1, it's actually me working through the problems in Webassign. Now, what you'll notice is that my problems might be a little bit different than yours in terms of like the numbers might be different and the pictures might be different, but it's going to be me. Let me unmute myself. And I'm working through these.
5 to cancel. In the numerator, notice we have H's in both.
Okay, so you hopefully understand that that's there as a resource for you. And then if for some reason at that point you're still lost, that's when you would probably reach out and contact me, come to my office hours, get help, okay? And so what you'll do kind of recap, you have your schedule, you have your section here that you're going to cover. It's due on the 24th, and everything's kind of clumped together here. So keep track of this. Sometimes you have several assignments due on the same date. So you need to manage your time properly here. So you go to section 1.1, you go watch the class video. The course video. After the course video, watch the class video. Then you go try and do the homework on Webassign. If you have trouble with the homework on Webassign, you go watch my homework solution videos. If you have trouble still, then you reach out and contact me. And that's how the whole semester is going to work. You will have an exam that you do at home, then you'll have an exam that you do on Zoom. And again, I'm going to go through this schedule in a little more detail in a minute, but I just want to give you just the basic feel for how the class goes. All right, so let me close this out. Well, you know what, I'll just leave it open. Okay, so I'm going to leave the student view here. So, well, do I want student view? Yeah, I'll keep it in student view. Okay, so let's look at the syllabus for the course. So here's the syllabus. The most important thing I think you need to know to start out is that we are going to do two exams where you are going to have to go log on to Zoom, and you're going to have to take an exam live while I am proctoring the exam and watching you. So the two dates for those exams are given here. Exam 2 is going to be on Friday, 3/19/2021 at 9 a.m. And it'll probably go for about 3 or 4 hours. So I'm giving you about, 7-8 weeks heads up. This is right after spring break. It's the Friday after spring break. And I expect everyone to be there and take that exam. Then you'll have exam 4, which is really your final exam. And I'm actually offering 2 different times for this, but it's on the same day. It's on Monday, the 10th, was that May 10th. You're either going to take from 9 to 1 or from 6 to 10. Now, again, during these meetings, you'll be using Zoom. So you'll either need to download Zoom to your computer or to your phone. I'm going to highly recommend your phone. And then what I'll do is I'll send out the meeting information for those exams. If you miss an exam, you're going to get a 0. If you miss that exam, you're going to get a 0. And that's going to basically mean you fail the class. As you'll see in a second, those are very heavily weighted exams. All right, now a little bit about me, contact information. If you need to get in touch with me, again, we would go through Canvas through the email. But in case Canvas goes down, here's a backup email. And then very important, I offer my cell phone number here. If you have any, where's my cell phone? So if you have any questions, please just text me, okay? I'm here to help. Just make sure that in the first text that you send to me, please include who you are. So put your name and what class you're in, okay? That way I know who you are. And then what I recommend you do is if you're having trouble on a problem, take a picture of the problem and then take a picture of the handwritten work that you've done so far, and then I'll try and help you out. And my phone, I have the note, so I can write on my phone real easily and send you back, either a corrected version of your work or give you some hints or something like that. So please feel free to contact me anytime via text or just call. Now, if you want to meet with me on a Zoom session and have, tutoring, we have my office hours. I'm available Monday and Wednesday from 11 to 1. You can go throughout the semester. You can go to this link, put in this password, and I should be in that session helping students out. So you might have to wait a little bit, just depends on how many students are there, but Monday, Wednesday, 11 to 1, and then Tuesday, Thursday, 10 to 1. Feel free to come in anytime during those times. All right, now, as I explained, you have to go online and do your homework. So in order to do that, you're going to need this code right here, all right? And you're going to go to Northwest Vista. You're going to go to this website. So this will bring this up here. And you'll want to enter a class key. And then your course key, I'm just going to copy that and paste it and register. And Okay, now, is this your course? Yes, that's it right there. That's my name, Robert DiGiovanni. So you'd say confirm to register. And then it's going to go through and ask you a bunch of different things. My main thing for you to understand when you register is that you make sure you use the same name that you have for the course through Alamo Colleges. Because, you know, if you have a nickname or maybe you're, you know, got married or divorced or whatever it is, I need to know who you are, and it needs to match up with my roster. Okay, so make sure you're using your same name. All right, that way at the end of the semester, we're not trying to figure out like why you didn't get a grade. Okay, so when you register, okay, this should be, this you should not have to pay for anything because it was included in your tuition costs. So, but you do have a deadline. You must go on and enroll in Webassign and do what I just showed you to do by this date and this time. All right, and that way I know everyone's there. Now, once you get into Webassign, again, the class, this is where you do your homework. There is included in here an ebook. So if I go back to student view, and I showed you how you can get to the book through the homework, but there's also an ebook. If you just go, here's the main page for Webassign, just click here and it'll take you to the ebook. So you actually, in the cost of getting into this that you know is included in your tuition, you have access to the electronic version of the book. Okay, let's get back here. Okay, so you do not need to buy anything, but the ebook that's that this course is linked to, this is the actual textbook. Now, again, don't buy it, but just if you wanted to, some people really like to have a hard copy of the book. Where's my book? Here it is. Okay. So some people really like to have a copy of the book. So if you do, you can purchase it. It'll be separate cost, but you can go get it. This is the book we're using. Okay. Now, in terms of other materials you need for the class, you need a calculator. Now, I do have a restriction on the calculators. I suggest a graphing calculator, but you cannot use a computer algebra system calculator. So you can't use the TI-89 or the Inspire CAS calculator. So they can't have a computer algebra system on them. If you have any questions or concerns, just contact me and I'll let you know whether or not your calculator is okay. I don't want you to have to go invest in a new one, but on the exams, that's all those are the restrictions. So I don't want you to be coming to an exam and be like, oh, well, this is the only one I have, because I'll just tell you you can't use it. So yeah, so let's just move on. Description and objectives and outcomes. You can read through all this. This is kind of like what Cal 1 is about. And then the important thing, the grades, right? So standard grading scale, A, B, C, D, and F are the only options for your grades. And the way your grade is broken down is you have all the homework that you do online, right, through Webassign. That's 10% of your grade. Then you have 2 exams that you do at home. You do those kind of on your own time. There's a deadline for them, but you can do them early. Those 2 exams are worth 10%. And then you have exams 2 and 4. Now they say on campus, that's not on campus. This should actually say on Zoom. Those are the 2 exams that you have to be live, taking them, writing your work down. So those exams are very heavily weighted, 35% of your grade. And really that's just because I need to make sure that you are the one doing the work and that you're not using other resources to get the answers. So that's kind of like the 2 exams that will really determine whether or not you understand this material. Very important exams. I know there's going to be a lot of stress and anxiety going into them, but I will do my best to prepare you for those, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so this just kind of goes through and explains again what I already said. You look, you know, how you learn the class, you look at the schedule, you watch the videos, you try the homework, you watch the homework videos, you still need help, then you can come to my office hours, you can call me, text me, blah, 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 okay? So exams 1 and 3, those are the ones you do at home, okay, must be completed in 1 session. So on exams 1 and 3, you can start them anytime you want, but they're timed. So as soon as you open them, the clock starts, and I think I have them set for like 4 hours. So as soon as you start them, you have 4 hours. You can't close it come back, close it, come back. You have to finish it in one sitting. So do not open those exams until you are ready to take them, all right? And then you take them. The thing about exams is you only get 2 attempts for each problem. So it's not like the homework where you can just keep trying it over and over and over. So you only get 2 attempts and that's it. Now on exams 2 and 4, these are the ones that are worth a lot of points. These are going to be done in the Zoom session. And these exams are maybe paper and pencil. Well, I know they are going to be paper and pencil. So I'll explain how I'm going to do that in a second, but I want you to understand exams 2 and 4 are not going to be done on Webassign. So what I'm going to do, okay, this explains how exams 2 and 4 will work, is I'm going to have, everyone has to be in the Zoom session. I'm going to send everybody a copy of an exam. And what you're going to do is you're going to spend the first 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes copying down all the problems. And once you copy down the problems, and I give everyone time to do that, then everyone will have to turn their computers off in front of them, and they must have their phone Zoom be logged in on their phone, set up their phone so that I can see them, and then you're going to do your work, paper and pencil, good old-fashioned math. Okay, so let me show you a quick picture of what I'm going to expect here. Come on. This is a picture just to show you my expectation of what your workspace will look like. Well, that's not very good. Okay, I think you can see it here. So these actually are instructions I sent last semester to students about the 4th exam. But as you can see here, when you take exams 2 and 4 and you have your camera set up, I'm going to expect that in the camera view, I can see you, I can see your entire workspace, I can see what's in front of you. Now, you will not be allowed to have a computer in front of you like I do here, but notice how you can see like the whole area. I will not let you take the exam if I cannot see your entire workspace. All right, it's absolutely critical that you understand that, because when the test day comes, if you can't get your camera set up properly, you won't be able to take the test and you'll get a 0 on the test. All right, so the whole idea here is that I can see the person, I can see it's you, I can see what's in front of you, I can make sure you're not looking at other screens, okay? Can't use your phone, you can have your calculator in front of you, that's it, paper, whatever. So that's the way we're gonna do exams 2 and 4. All right, now, once you finish taking those exams, you're gonna have all this handwritten work. So what you're gonna then be required to do is so when you're done with the exam, what you'll do is you're gonna send me a message through Zoom saying, I'm done with the exam. And then from that time that you're done, you will have, I'll tell you, it's either gonna be 10 or 15 minutes, probably 15 minutes, for you to now get that handwritten work to me electronically. And the way you'll do that is really one of 2 ways. If you have a scanner, you can just scan it. And then I will send you a link through Dropbox. Okay, I'll send that to you. And you can just upload your scanned work to me. And it needs to be neat, it needs to be in order. So, you know, number 1, followed by number 2, followed by number 3. So that's option 1. Option 2, and this is what most people do, is so you've told me that you're done with the exam, you have 15 minutes, you can leave the Zoom session, you can get your phone out, you can take pictures of your work, and then you're gonna once you take pictures of your work, you have to find some app out there, there's tons of apps, that will take all those pictures and condense them down into a single PDF file. So let me explain what I mean by that. What's the best way to do this? Give me just a moment here. Okay, so here's an example of a student that sent me their work. So this is a single file. It's not a bunch of pictures. It's a single file. Now this isn't a very good one. Good example. Let me do another one here. Okay, here's another example. It's a single file that has page by page by page by page. All right. I mean, it's one file, a PDF file, but it's got all the pages in it. That's what I expect for you to send to me. Now, I understand this is going to be a little bit, you know, like rough for some of you maybe. So if you want to practice, you can practice. You can try it, you know, before the test comes, practice doing this. Because during, you know, once exam 2 and 4 come, if you have trouble with this step and you don't get that exam to me in 15 minutes, you're going to be disqualified from the exam. So we'll work it out, okay? Don't stress out about it now, but I just want you to understand the expectation of exam 2 and 4 is that you're on video the whole time. I can see the whole workspace. You're going to handwrite your work. You're going to get that work to me as a single PDF file within 15 minutes of finishing the test. And then I'm going to hand grade it, and I'm going to send you back electronically a version of the graded work. So that's exam 2 and 4. I will also send you a review, very important. I will send you a review for exams 2 and 4. So that you should do that review and make sure that you understand all the problems there. And then there's some more stuff here about requesting extensions. There's a way within the Webassign, if you miss a homework assignment, once the deadline is come and gone, you can request an extension and the system will automatically give you an extension. I think it penalizes you 10%. So the highest you can get grade you can get is a 90. But you know, sometimes life gets in the way and you can't meet a deadline. So just be aware that there's a way of doing that. And then attendance, this is just, you know, it's an online course. So I just expect that you're keeping up with the schedule. And here's our schedule again. I already showed it to you, but it's in the syllabus also. Okay, so let me go back here. Now on exams 2 and 4, well, on all exams, I give you some formulas that you can use. So here are formula sheets. It's already downloaded it here to my computer. These sheets, I think there's 6 of them. Reference page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think there's 6. These 6 sheets you may use on every exam that you take. All right. And so on exams 1 and 3, you're going to do this on your own time. Okay, so I'm not so concerned about that. But on exams 2 and 4, when you're on video, you need to have these formula sheets printed out. So you need to figure out how to do that, okay? Because you can't have it on your computer screen because you can't have your computer on. So I expect on exams 2 and 4 for you to have those formulas printed out. There will be 6 pages. And what I'm going to do is at the beginning of the test, I'm going to have everyone hold up their formula sheets to the camera and just verify that everybody is using the same formula sheets and you haven't written down a bunch of worked out problems. You're going to have to do that. So make sure that you get these printed out as soon as possible. That way you're not scrambling to get them on the day of the exam. All right. So those are formula sheets. The course videos I've already explained, class videos, homework solution videos. And then there's other videos. If you want to watch some of my older, some of my other videos from my Cal 1 classes, you can watch those also. Let's see, what else is here? The syllabus went through files. That's kind of what I've already talked about. There's actually a little bit more here. I'll let you explore this. The formulas are here, the schedule's here, class notes. So when you're watching the videos, you'll see that I'm writing a bunch of stuff on the screen. If you go to class notes, these are copies of what I wrote on the screen, okay? So we have that. And let's see, what else do we have here? Discussions. So this is a discussion board. If you want to come here and talk to your classmates, set up study groups, whatever, you can do that here. People, if you want to email somebody in the class, you can find them here and then you can email them. This is all of you here. And then there's even online tutoring. This is a free, this is free. I think there's a limit of how many minutes you get per semester, but this is a third-party tutoring service that the college includes in your tuition. I've heard different things in terms of, you know, good and bad about this, but you know, if you're really stuck on something and can't get through to me or something, this is just an option for you. And then at the end of the semester, there will be a student survey. So that's pretty much all of Canvas there. And that's all I really have for this orientation video. So let me just recap what you need to do to start. First thing you need to do is you need to go to Webassign and you need to get enrolled using the class key here. And once you do that, take care of those first 2 assignments. The first one is just saying, I understand the requirements of the course. The second assignment, let me bring up the schedule here. First assignment is homework, syllabus confirmation. So that's just a homework assignment in Webassign. It's a yes or no question. Just basically saying you understand what I expect. And then getting started with Webassign. This right here is just like a tutorial that takes you through how you enter answers. Those 2 assignments are due on the 21st. And then once you get through that, I mean, that's your first thing you want to do is get into Webassign, get those assignments done. And then you start plugging away at the work. Videos, do the homework video solutions if you need help, contact me, Zoom session for my office hours. And I'm always available to you. You know, as an online instructor, it's, you know, this is calculus. I'm not going to be hitting you up all the time, trying to get you engaged. You've got to engage yourself in this class. So I'm here and available. You just need to reach out to me for help. I know I probably missed something, or perhaps there's some questions I haven't answered. So you can contact me. Feel free to call me and or meet me in my office hours next week. I'm looking forward to this semester. Let's have a good one. Hopefully we'll be back on campus, not this semester, but hopefully sooner than later. Thank you for your time today, and I will talk to you soon.